Hi guys, this is round 2 recording. I hate recording more than once because it wastes a lot of time. But anyway, I'm sorry for the bad voice, I'm having a cough right now. I'm actually hosting a junk journal swap in Facebook, but I'm gonna keep it to within Singaporeans and most Malaysians because I don't have the bandwidth and capacity to do like an international one. But I want to have you guys who are on my YouTube channel to also join in the journey. Um, Along the way, I will show you what are some of the things that I'm doing for this journey of junk journaling for the first time doing it. Plus, the reason I'm doing this as well is also because I've made the junk journal swap a 3 month period. Reason is because along the way, I'm gonna get people to like trade stuff, like do mail arts or do embellishment swaps and stuff like that for them to incorporate into their junk journals, and this this is really cool, like as a concept, I think, because a lot of times when you do like when people commit for swaps, it's always like it's 1 month, they're gonna keep to it, and people rush through it, and doesn't always become an enjoyable process. We just only enjoy the opening up of the fact that someone gave us something, I think. But we kind of want to look at like and learn different techniques together. Largely also because in Singapore we, unlike let's say US or Malaysia and stuff like that, we have not really gone that far ahead in doing swaps and stuff like that. And yeah, I think we are sort of like not growing to the whole culture yet, and so I thought this is kind of like a good way to introduce that as well. On top of that, it also helps me get rid of all this trash. Okay, I have to be honest with you, I'm like one of those people that really hoard stuff. I'm like a hoarder. I mean, if you can picture me like 100 years later, okay, not 100 years later, 50 years later, and walk into my house, you might not even find the floor. But then, so this is a kind of a good way to make sure I don't go down that path. So here are some stuff that I might intend to incorporate into my junk journal. My junk journal has to be, for the swap that I'm hosting, needs to be at least 1/8, even though I'm going to leave this to interpretation, 1/8 from junk. Like they cannot be like the things that you usually get from scrapbooking stores. But I'm gonna leave that as a very open kind of interpretation because it really depends on like what you usually have in your um, scrapbooking anyway. So this is a great way to use up your scraps, your things that you have lying around your house that you've been keeping forever, like envelopes and whatnot. So here's I'm going to go through some of the stuff that I might put inside there, and so this will be kind of like an introduction to my junk journal journey. Along the way, like embellishments and pages and techniques, they will be all like within this series, and I'll probably put like kind of like a playlist on my channel. Okay, so right to it. So here's like a denim cloth material of sort. Yeah, I got it from Daiso for $2. But it's a really huge piece. I've done two journals with this. Like I used to do hem bound journal, right? Two journals with this, and they were great. But you know, this is like a whole. I don't know. This was probably like a meter or something. And books don't really use that many. So there's a lot of leftovers, and I thought this would be great for page dividers. I saw this video. Can't remember whose it. I might put, if I remember, I put it in the D box below. Where someone used like canvas as a page divider. So I thought, wait a minute, I can actually use my cloth as page dividers as well. Besides that, these are some old books. This is like a Chinese book that explains proverbs. In Chinese, there are these idioms or proverbs. They are always in four characters, and this book kind of talks about the origins of this like proverbs and words. Now, what is cool about this book is that these books have really cool images and really oriental ones, and I guess see this. Look at that. Isn't that cool? There is really cool oriental images of people, of animals, of kingdoms, and I thought this would be great to be incorporated into like a project. This is an old book. I'm gonna rip it apart for the pages. And the pages are great to do like the pages for like the junk journal. Okay, this is a calendar that was given to me earlier in the year, but we don't really need that many calendars, and there wasn't like so many commercial ones around. Like every time during Christmas when I go shopping, and like for example go to like a departmental store, and then they'll staff their version of like the calendars inside and whatnot. But this came I think from like a, let's see, I have no idea where this comes from. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Oh, it came from somewhere. It's Region Media. I have no idea what that is, but either way, this is really cool because its images are actually kind of like positively embossed. What do you call that? And they are kind of like glossy as well. So if you look at the images, you'll see they're actually glossed. Not sure whether you can see that, but the images are actually glossed. See that? Cool stuff. And some of them are like gloss only at specific areas or like specific designs like flower. And this is a really cool Oriental design. Hey, you can see me. Okay, putting that aside. These are, I'm sure you can incorporate like cereal boxes into it as well. These are old encyclopedias. They are from 1980s maybe. If you see on my hauls, I probably talked about these. I think these were 1974, and these are like cool images. Like look at that, isn't that cool? And these are cool stuff. Like these are really great stuff to be incorporated into like junk journals. I'm gonna rip this apart. Look at that, love this. Rip these apart to put into journals. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for a while I was thinking I want to scan and print them out, but I'm thinking like, you know what, heck it. I'm gonna have so much junk, I better think of ways to get rid of them. So this is like a picture of a spinal cord. I have no idea why there's a married couple in a book that talks about the human body, but okay. Okay, these are images I got from IKEA a long time ago, like like a couple of months ago, for like my wall decorations. Even though my wall decorations are not up yet because I have so much issues trying to hang things on the wall. For some strange odd reason, my hooks are dropping. But well, the pictures are here, and these are some of the leftovers. And I thought this would be good to put inside junk journals as well. I've been having them forever. I have also real postcards. I'm not taking out because they're kind of like stashed away. But these are they're what Singaporeans call Zoe cards. And it's interesting. I know we're not the only country that does this, but Singapore is one of the few countries where this is more apparent. If you're ever gonna be around, you're gonna realize that we have like shopping centers littered with like free postcards for you to get. Reasons. It's kind of like a medium for advertisement here, and a lot of like some of our ministries use them for like advocation for a particular like health problem, like quit smoking and stuff like that. Or they could also be where a lot of companies use it to advertise on their products and their services. So some of these images are really cool and interesting. So I thought that's kind of cool, and they're free. Look, postcards which are free. You never get that around. These are like huge playing cards. If you see one of my hauls early on, I got these huge playing cards, like kind of that's based on me albums. But now I'm thinking that this would be great to be part of a junk journal. Cool, huh? Especially those with pictures. I thought the picture cards are really cool, like that really huge version of a playing cards. Okay, the other things that I think that can be added into junk journals. These covers are 6x6. You can also have covers of 12x12, but don't really have that many of them. 6x6. What I do is that when I get to near the end of my like 6x6 pad, and I know that I probably wouldn't be interested very much in that those designs anymore, I simply rip all the remaining 6x6 out. Unless I really want to hoard them, and I kind of mail them out to a friend. So those which are kind of like starting out with on scrapbooking, and so I thought that's kind of cool. But what I do is I do keep this the covers for myself, because you know I was thinking like I'm sure I use these one day, but this is like kind of that one day. So you have like all this really cool images that are already there in front of your paper. And these are really good as well if you're thinking about like future projects that you want them to still be acid free and you want to like do like a punch out of flower or something. You should punch out of like kind of the cover, right? Because like the cover itself needs to be acid free in order for your papers to be acid free. So yeah, maybe is that for my junk journals. Closely related to that, actually the packaging for a lot of your scrapbooking items. One of my hugest complaints that I have about the scrapbooking world is that we have such huge, massive, like these, like the LeBlanc stamps, like huge, massive, like product packaging that we waste so much of these. I mean, like someone really should be making like some noise around this, but like you think about it, they spend so much money and so much time designing the cover and the packaging. This is from like one of My Mind's Eye stamps, because I kind of don't keep it in the stamp packaging, right? And if I'm gonna like throw these away, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be killing the earth. Like one way or another. So I like to keep all my packaging, and this is just like a small stack of them because I do have a huge stack somewhere else. Of like all these packagings from scrapbooking and stuff, and this would be great to like do for the for the junk journal as well. I can imagine if you like can stamp an image here, put some stamps around. This would be really cool. Besides that, something closely related, the stamps. And when I say close related, they could be really far, not related at all, but never mind. These are like stamps. I haven't put this in the water yet to like remove like the back of the cover, but I might just leave it this way so it looks more grungy in that sense. But I used to collect stamps, but I gave up after a while. But I have like stamps from all over the world, like Malaysia, Australia, England. Some from very strange, like South Africa. Some from very strange countries I don't even know how to pronounce it all. Like this is from, I can't pronounce this thing. Tell me guys if you can. Like I have no idea where this comes from, but this is a cool stamp. Right, so I mean this is great stuff to kind of like put into your junk journals and or incorporate into the mail art, but I'm just gonna confuse the poor postman. But well, it's mail art. These are like paper strips and such I refuse to throw away. They're usually quite large, but even for the small ones, I still keep them around. Or like packs of things from old project kits that are still around, and I'm too lazy to put them back into their stuff, so they are kind of still here. I'm gonna like incorporate these into my junk journals. Die cuts, random pieces of paper. Yeah, this is the huge, massive stack, and I just keep it in this box. Hides away all my mess. There. Here I also have some this really cool leather remnants that I got from Art Friend from Singapore. So there are these remnants of like leather, and I thought this would be great to incorporate into the junk journal as well. I really like the cover or stuff. I really thought about that. Okay, here are some more like envelopes. This is an envelope that's given by like a typo, which is like kind of like a shop, like a stationery shop here. Some clothes tags that I keep around. I do keep a lot of these here and there. This is like from Body Knits, I think. Which is like kind of like a shirt company here. And it's really cool. I like to keep all this cool tags, especially when like designers spend so much time designing them. Like, why do you want to throw them away? Yeah. So these are great tags to kind of like put into the junk journal or distress, alter, and yeah. I also like to keep my envelopes around. These are probably envelopes that people have used before, yeah. People have used this before, but I like to keep this around as like ways to add into like projects. Like you can cut it in half and it becomes a pocket, or you know, there's some different things you can do with these. Some more packaging. More packaging. Yeah, just really cool stuff. And some of these have stems that are already there, and I kind of intend to like keep the stems there when I do distress this thing to become like a what do you call it, into the project. Packaging. So I have really a lot of packaging on this thing. Yeah. Okay, so like thick embellishments, probably won't show all of them today. I'm probably not going to show any more things today because the video is long enough. Most of you have uploaded them by now. Still didn't see a hint of project, and everything was just like junk that I have. But through this journey, I really hope that I will show you guys how I like improvise, do things with this set of junk, and make them into a junk journal. And perhaps this will also be a good way for us to, you know, keep like our papers, strips and scraps, and turn them into stuff. And also sometimes we buy loads of papers, especially those that comes in like a set, and we go to a point where there are a lot of these single sheets left, and I think these are great ways to use them up, because keeping them sitting down somewhere is just going to take up space and you're not doing anything with it. So yeah, hope to catch you guys next time. In the next video I'll probably doing something like how I gonna like construct my pages and how I'm gonna put together and stuff. But just know things small step at a time. You know, it's a period of 3 months, and I hope you guys can like follow me through. Thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys next time. Bye.